Okay, so Howie Roseman revealed some interesting information about their draft strategy. Meanwhile, an NFC East team is trying to trade for Dallas Goedert, but that's not all. Jalen Hurts continues to change the game, plus AJ Brown taking training to another level, and a suggested trade by Yahoo Sports involving DeVonta Smith. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with our Philadelphia Eagles, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the videos. So we are down to 8 days remaining until the 2025 NFL Draft, and we know Howie Roseman and company is super busy, but I wanted to check in on some of the other Eagle players and what they got going on at this moment. Let's start with the breaking news about our Super Bowl MVP quarterback. Adam Schefter tweeted today, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts has been selected to the 2025 Time 100, an annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. But it don't stop there. In Times magazine of 100 most influential people in the world, legendary Derek Jeter wrote a tribute to Jalen Hurts. This is what he said. I admire how great athletes deal with both success and failure. What Jalen Hurts went through and being benched during the 2018 National Championship game would break a lot of people down, but not Jalen. He focused on what he could control and found a new path to success. In the NFL, Jalen didn't let a Super Bowl defeat in 2023 shake his confidence. He used that loss as motivation and kept a picture of himself walking off the field after losing as his phone lock screen. This past February, Jalen found himself on the Super Bowl stage again. This time, he led Philadelphia to a convincing victory in its rematch with Kansas City. We connected shortly after, and the only thing he asked about was insight on going back and winning again. Sometimes people win, then exhale. Jalen is not exhaling. He's embracing the next challenge, win or lose. Jalen's resilience and determination offer all of us something to admire. Once again from the legendary Derek Jeter. He's the only NFL player on this list, yet we got career NFL backups trying to say that Jalen Hurts, the Super Bowl MVP, is not top 10. I'm done listening to the haters. You got quarterbacks like Chase Daniels and now rappers? It's ridiculous. Lil Uzi Vert posted this on IG. My diamond's better, lil big bro, at Jalen Hurts. It didn't stop there, though. He also posted, every time I see you better have that chain on, at Jalen Hurts. It's up forever. I have the best diamonds in Philly, signed by your king. And lastly, you're not Will Smith, little big bro. Good morning, though, at Jalen Hurts. Mind you, this came out of nowhere, and he's posting all these things while Jalen Hurts is ignoring him. Nobody cares what you got to say, Lil Uzi. The fact is, people are jealous of Jalen Hurts, and all he does is work, work, work. If you think he's done accomplishing stuff, you are mistaken. There's more in store for this guy and our Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on to something AJ Brown posted to IG before we talk about Dallas Goedert being traded to the Giants. Huh? It's him at his home gym working out, but take a look at the time. 4:43 in the morning. This is how you become as good as AJ Brown is. But that's not all. Look what's on the screen is Julio Jones. AJ's in the gym before 5 in the morning, working out, watching Julio Jones highlights, one of the guys he admired his whole career. Again, the important players on this Eagle teams, the captains, all they care about is getting better, holding yourself accountable, and not taking no shortcuts. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. From early mornings to late nights, moms are always on the go, juggling work, family, and everything in between. This Mother's Day, get her something that she will love. Matter of fact, you will love it too. Like Raycon's Everyday Earbuds. Their earbuds have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews online, and their latest model is better than ever with a 32-hour battery life and multiple connectivities that let you pair with 2 devices at once. Plus, this is new. They got a quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields you 90 minutes of battery. And don't worry, if your recipient is for some reason not as impressed as I am, Raycon offers you a 30-day happiness guarantee and easy returns. There is so much to like about Raycon's everyday earbuds, from the casing to the earbuds themselves. Again, I'm just going to pull the left one out. But look how small it is. Small earbud, comfy earbud, and it just fits right in. As soon as you put it in, you can't see it. It won't fall out, but if I turn to the left, you can see it. They come in a multitude of colors. You probably can get your skin color, to be honest. Plus, they come with a carrying case for your case. Let's put it on real quick. But this gotta be my favorite thing about Raycon's everyday earbuds. They come with an active noise cancellation. It's a feature that I must have for whether I'm traveling, at the gym, or trying to edit slash record a YouTube video while the kids are going crazy downstairs. So go to buyraycon.com slash Philly Mike to get 20% off site wide. Once again, click the link in the description box below or go to buyraycon.com slash Philly Mike to get 20% off site wide. I already got mine and my Mother's Day gift on order. Go get yours. Now, before we talk about the Giants having real interest in Dallas Goedert, Kobe Leibowitz from Yahoo Sports wrote the most ridiculous article of the offseason, suggesting the Eagles should trade DeVonta Smith and the 32nd overall pick.
What?
To the Miami Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey, their first round pick, which is 13th overall, and a 2026 second round pick.
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I agree with Russell Westbrook. That is not happening. Why would you even write this? As for Dallas Goedert being traded in the NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles Central tweeted, the Giants have reached out to the Eagles about tight end Dallas Goedert, and it is a situation they will continue to monitor, per Jordan R. Now, when I first heard this, I was thinking, no way the Eagles trade Dallas Goedert to the Giants simply because we just wouldn't want to get them any better. However, talks about the Giants trading Kayvon Thibodeau, could we see something interesting as Dallas Goedert and some picks, or Dallas Goedert and Bryce Huff for Kayvon Thibodeau? It would be helping both teams out. We are much more win ready than the Giants. I would hate to do that to Dallas Goedert, but again, this is just a pipe dream. I don't believe that this is something either teams would want to do. For context, it was a question asked Jordan R., and this was his exact words.
Any tight end in the Giants' wish list? Yeah, I think tight end's a position they look at for sure. As a matter of fact, I heard at one point they looked into Dallas Goedert. He sounds like a guy that's going to get traded at some point in the draft. Now, I'm not expecting Dallas Goedert to get traded to the Giants, but the fact that they checked in on it definitely made me scratch my head a little bit. Right, we're talking Dallas Goedert with the Eagles in a trade. He's probably going to get moved somewhere during this draft. I don't expect that to be a move the Giants do make, but it's something they're at least monitoring if they inquired about it. So interesting there.
Again, don't really see anything transpiring with the Giants, but a draft day trade to somebody could be in the realm of possibility, especially if the Eagles target a tight end in any of the rounds. Listen to Howie Roseman speak on Dallas Goedert being on the trade block, and could that affect what he does in the draft?
The way we look at the draft is it's a separate entity to anything else that's going on. We got to make good decisions in the draft based on who the players are that are available in the draft. We can't make up any positions and make them better than they're not. We have to really have a true process. So it really doesn't affect us. We try to do as much as we can at any position in free agency to try to make sure that we're not in a position where there is needs. Of course, we're not a perfect team, and there's always going to be areas that we're looking to improve. And, honestly, that's going to happen even the day after the draft. We're going to continue to have areas that when we look at our depth chart, we'll go, man, it would be great to add a player here. So the player acquisition period, this is a huge part of it, but it's certainly not the end.
You heard Howie. The DG situation won't affect them. I'm all for keeping Goedert one more year. I just don't see the Eagles doing it. All that being said, if our highest rated player in the first round, second round, third round is a tight end, I think Howie would do it, but I don't think he's going to reach for one. There's a lot of good tight ends that you can get in the second and third round, but Mel Kiper is mentioning the Eagles taking Mason Taylor at 32. which again, when you watch Mason Taylor's game, he's the son of Hall of Fame Jason Taylor. His pro comp is Dallas Goedert, simply because he can run routes, he can block, he's great with the ball in his hands, yards after the catch. He simply can high point a ball. The dude is a playmaker who was a 3-year starter at LSU. He played with Jaden Daniels as a freshman and scored the game-winning touchdown in the biggest game of the year. Simply put, I would love to have him on a team. I just think with what our options will be early in this draft, I wouldn't do at 32. If he falls where you can move up in a second, go ahead. I don't think he'll fall that far, but you got guys like Gunnar Helm, Terrence Ferguson, and even a guy like Harold Fannin Jr., who we talked about on this channel a lot. I think he's not the prototype blocker, even though he's strong enough to block, but he could be what Kyle Pitts was supposed to be if put in the right system with the right team. And we might be that team due to the fact that former head coach of Harold Fannin Jr., Scott Loeffler, is the Eagles' new quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts. So again, he won't be calling plays, but he definitely knows what his tight end is good at. Staying with the draft and some of the things that Howie said at his press conference yesterday that stood out to me was them asking him, does he think he can get a first-round talent at 32? And he said, I quote, there are never 32 first-round grades on our board. We don't have 32 first-round grades in this draft, so obviously it depends on how things go. That says to me, if we really like someone that is hanging around 24, 25, 26, the Eagles will go pull the trigger. If not, we either draft at 32 or fall back and get more capital. But we already have a lot of capital. Just to show you what we have for 2026. Our first, our second, our third, 2 other thirds, our fourth, another fourth, our fifth, 2 other fifth, our sixth, and our seventh. That's a lot of ammo, and who's to say how we don't pick up more with the later part of the draft or a Dallas Goedert trade. So I think if there's a game-changing type player there, you have to be aggressive, and we all know Howie Roseman is. He said, and I quote, for me, I think that being aggressive has always been a part of my DNA. It allows us to take chances and be aggressive. He also says that he got Jeff Lurie and Nick Sirianni's blessing to be aggressive. So again, nothing is set in stone. Howie could still be filling things out. We got 8 days left, but I think Howie's going to get aggressive. Unless there's really nothing to get aggressive for. Moving up 6 or 7 spots is still aggressive due to what you got to give up to make these things happen. Lastly, let's talk about former Cowboys running back, and I mean long time ago running back, Emmitt Smith, and what he said on the radio about Eagle fans. He said, and I quote, I'm sick of the Eagles and their fans. All of a sudden, they win 2 Super Bowls and they think they're the best thing on the doggone planet. Everywhere I go, I hear Go Birds. I'm sick of hearing Go Birds. I'm always like, where you going? You still got a long way to get to us, which is sad. Again, he won Super Bowl with the Cowboys, but that was like 30 years ago. They haven't got to an NFC championship since. So yeah, you got more, but y'all haven't had one in a while. Y'all not going to get one in a while, and we're set to continue the success we've had in the last 7 years. 3 appearances, 2 wins. So again, it's not about where you are. It's about where you're going. And we got big things coming to us, and y'all don't. Don't be mad at us. We supposed to celebrate. Be mad at your organization for not doing a damn thing since y'all 90s team were on the field. Get up out of here. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike. This is the Philly Talk Podcast. Go get your Raycon headphones, whether it's for Mother's Day or yourself. They got so many styles. I promise you won't regret it. Also, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you. And until next time, muscle up. We out.